So now let's change gears completely. We're going to look at something called percent concentration. And this really is actually going to be not too awfully bad. Let's say that I'm mixing A and B together. And I have a volume of A and I have a volume of B. If I want to know what is the percent concentration of A, it's just going to be A divided by the total times 100. If I wanted to know percent of B, B divided by the total times 100. So for example, let's say that I have rubbing alcohol. And let's say that 62 milliliters are rubbing alcohol and 26 milliliters are water. What is the percent rubbing alcohol? Well, 62 milliliters of it are rubbing alcohol. "26 milliliters of it are water." So I'm going to rewrite this. It's just 62 divided by 88. That's the total of 26 plus 62 times 100. And we get, as I bust out my calculator, 70.5%. Be careful. Right? People will try to say all sorts of weird things because they don't take the total of everything. It would not be I would not be surprised if somebody told me that this was 238% because they just divided by the 26. I would also not be surprised if somebody told me that it was 2.38% because they divided by the 26 and they didn't multiply by 100. You have to divide by the total mass of everything for it, or the total mass or total volume. So like, let's do one more. Let's say that I have 7.8 grams of HCl in 73 grams of water. This would be very, very similar to like the Works toilet bowl cleaner. And I want to know, what is the percent HCl? Again, 7.8 is the HCl over 7.8 plus 73 times 100. And I'm getting, not zero, 9.65% HCl. So I'm going to ask you next, what is the percent H2O? So I want you to pause the video, try it yourself, and then I'll tell you the final answer. Okay, if you're coming back and being paused, your final answer should have been 90.3%. Most common wrong answer is probably No, on this one you tend not to get the common wrong answer because people remember when it's the big thing or when it's the big thing to put it. Otherwise, they're just getting 100% and they're like, "What's going on?" Remember, you always put the total mass on the bottom. So I will pause, and you have some practice that you can do from here.